1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sadia Sattar. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has directed the Earthquake Reconstruction and Rehabilitation Authority to complete the ongoing projects on the fast track to facilitate the people. Special Assistant on Youth Affairs says successful and transparent execution of Kamyab Jawan program has triggered massive economic activity across the country. Advisor on Commerce and Investment says country's economy is heading in the right direction and industries making phenomenal growth. Minister for State for Information says Prime Minister is a true leader of Kashmiri people, as has effectively highlighted the Kashmir issue at global level. In India and illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred another 2 more youth in Islamabad district today. Pakistan reiterates its continued support to China's efforts towards world peace, multilateralism, international order and global development. In Afghanistan, Taliban claim to have seized the control of 85% territory in the country. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has directed the Earthquake Reconstruction and Rehabilitation Authority to complete the ongoing projects on the fast track to facilitate the people. He was chairing a meeting in Islamabad to review ERA's ongoing reconstruction and development projects. The Prime Minister was apprised that since its inception in 2006, ERA has so far completed 75% of its total development portfolios of over 14,700 projects, whereas 14% are currently under construction. These under construction projects include 885 in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and 1,214 projects in Azad Jammu and Kashmir. Deputy Speaker National Assembly Qasim Khan Suri says the federal government is taking keen interest in development of Balochistan. Talking to journalists in Quetta today, he said the federal government has announced a package of 640 billion rupees for development of southern Balochistan. Qasim Khan Suri said the country's economy is heading in the right direction. Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Youth Affairs, Mohammad Usman Dar, says a massive increase in economic activities has been witnessed across the country after successful and transparent execution of Kamyab Jawan program. In a news release, he said the government has so far helped over 13,000 youth to set up their own businesses by distributing loans amounting to 17 billion rupees under the program. Usman Dar said all-out efforts are being made to empower the youth in line with Prime Minister Imran Khan's vision. Advisor to Prime Minister on Commerce and Investment Abdul Razak Daud says sustainability of economic growth is a major challenge after stabilizing and improving the economic indicators. Addressing business community in Faisalabad today, he said in this regard, a series of meetings have been proposed with the stakeholders immediately after Eid. The advisor said one meeting will be held with Prime Minister Imran Khan so that the exporters can interact directly with him and highlight their core issues. He said the country's economy is moving in the right direction and industry is making phenomenal growth. Abdul Razak Daud said the PTI government during its last 3 years has attained the growth targets and now challenge is to ensure sustainability of economic growth. He also said that Pakistan's exports jumped to $31 billion last year, and in this connection the lion's share was contributed by the textile sector. Federal Board of Revenue has issued a draft of rules for new export facilitation scheme 2021 and sought comments from industry exporters and other stakeholders. According to an FBR statement issued in Islamabad today, the new export facilitation scheme has been approved by federal government and passed by Parliament under Finance Act 2021. This scheme will be implemented from 14th of next month and will run parallel with existing schemes like manufacturing bond duty and tax remission for exporters and export-oriented schemes for 2 years. The existing old schemes would be phased out in the next 2 years and fully replaced by Export Facilitation Scheme 2021. The draft rules can be accessed at official website of FBR. This is Radio Pakistan. Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting Farooq Habib says the government is implementing a comprehensive strategy to improve health sector and provide people with best treatment facilities. Speaking at the inaugural ceremony of a kidney care center at Children's Hospital in Faisalabad today, he said health cover will be ensured to every individual in Punjab by the end of this year. The state minister also said that 500,000 families have benefited from health cards in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa so far, and now people see an IC will be their health card in that province. About Kashmir, he said that Prime Minister Imran Khan is a true leader of Kashmiri people and he has effectively highlighted the Kashmir issue at global level. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred 2 more youth in Islamabad district today, raising the number of slain youth to 8 since Thursday. The troops martyred the youth during a cordon search operation at Kawarigam in Achabal area of the district. Meanwhile, Indian police arrested 21 Muslim Bawan leaders on charges of cattle smuggling after conducting raids and laying special nakas in different areas of Raisi district in Jammu. A survey conducted by Washington-based Pew Research Center revealed that nearly 2/3 of Hindus in India believe that being Hindu is essential to be considered truly Indian. Political analysts and experts, while commenting on survey titled Religion in India, Tolerance and Segregation, said Modi is shaping India's policy according to Hindutva dictates, and victimization of Muslims and other minorities had increased manifold in Modi's India. Pakistan says it will continue to work hand in hand with China and the United Nations to advance the noble cause of peace and development. In a message on the occasion of 100th anniversary of the Communist Party of China, Pakistan's permanent representative to the United Nations, Munir Akram, said that China has undergone astounding transformation and national consolidation. He said Pakistan supports China's efforts to safeguard world peace, reinvigorate multilateralism, preserve international order and contribute global development. Pakistan High Commissioner to Canada, Raza Bashir Tadar, has lauded the Canadian government for its generous support to Pakistan to mitigate the effects of COVID-19 pandemic and combat polio. He was speaking at a farewell meeting arranged by Global Affairs Canada in his honor. The High Commissioner also appreciated the inclusiveness and tolerance in Canadian society. Afghan Taliban claim to have seized the control of 85% of the territory in the country. The local Afghan Taliban representatives told a foreign news channel that have captured an important district in Herat province and a northern town along the border with Turkmenistan. On the other hand, the Afghan Interior Ministry spokesman said that efforts are underway to dislodge the Taliban from their newly captured positions. Afghan President Ashraf Ghani says Taliban are responsible for the ongoing violence in the country, in which hundreds of people are killed every day. Addressing a gathering in Khost province, Ghani asked Taliban for whom they're fighting and who will benefit if Afghan is ruined and Afghans are killed. Ghani said nothing is built through disunity and Taliban would be blamed if any war breaks out. Israeli soldiers have injured 83 Palestinian people who were holding peaceful protests and demonstrations against illegal Jewish settlements in several cities and villages of the West Bank. In a press statement, Palestinian Red Crescent Society said that Israeli soldiers also fired live ammunition, rubber bullets and tear gas canisters at them. In the second one-day international of 3-match series against Pakistan at Lord's, England were 137 for 4 in 22 overs short while ago. The match has been reduced to 47 overs aside due to rain. England leads the series 1-0. And now the weather updates. Very hot and humid weather is expected in most parts of the country during next 12 hours. However, rain, wind, thundershower with isolated heavy fall is expected in Kashmir, Gilgit-Baltistan, Islamabad, Upper Punjab, and Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, visit our website radio.gov.pk.